What's up, fam? July 13, 9:10 p.m. Checking in real quick. Just got back from a little beach trip. I went to Santa Monica with my mom, my niece, and my sister, packing up the snacks that we got. Jamming out to a little mashup of Bryson Tiller with the Classic Avant. Differences. My whole life has changed track. I'm sure the OGs know about it. But hope you guys are doing well. It's my Sunday night check-in. I'm about to do a quick little meal prep for my for work tomorrow. Do my quick oats. Washing my lunch bag. But hope you guys are doing well. July 12th, man. 13, right? I already forgot. I can't remember. But hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing alright, hanging in there. I'm not sure if I fully disclosed it, but I'm currently going through a little relationship breakup. It was a 5-year knowing, year and a half on and off. And then finally gave it my best, my all, my everything, 2 years and a half, and it was just right time to walk away. Yeah, July 13th. We're 2 days away from it being mid-July. Half the month of the second half of the month of the year is basically done. So yeah, just kind of realign myself with my priorities, going to the gym. Meal prepping, prioritizing my health, prioritizing my fitness, my physique, my everything, basically my personal values, my priorities, you know. If I can't love anyone if I don't love myself, and that's I think the core main reason and purpose or fault of the relationship that fell apart. I want to do a full relationship video on just, you know, honesty. You know, I had my wrongs, I had my opportunities, I did my mistakes. We're not perfect, but my full intentions were to go all in and give her my life. You know, when I met her, I didn't have one of my own, but you know, I met her and her 2 boys and gave them my everything. And at the time, I was like, I can't never picture myself as a stepdad. Never thought I could take it serious, but feelings and emotions, you don't pick and choose how they grow. And if you recognize how you're really feeling, be true with yourself and accept the reality, you know. And after a year and a half of knowing her, I realized how I really felt about it, and I did my best to prove that to her. And after so many obstacles and circumstances and situations that we faced, I finally had the opportunity to really do everything I could to show her that, you know. And I had a really good, deep conversation, adult conversation, man to man, with one of the tech supports at work. And he told me, you never have to prove yourself to anyone but the man up above. And that kind of opened my eyes to realize that I don't gotta prove to anyone but myself. But that's still part of the regimen of my current main goal is finding myself, really knowing who I am, what I want to be, how I see myself, how I perpetuate my existence to the world, to my family, to my brothers. You know, I had a conversation with someone that I've known since high school not too long ago. And they're like, remember 10 years ago you got super drunk and you got into the bushes and you fell? And I had totally forgot about that. I didn't even know how it happened. And there was one of their good friends there, and I had met that person throughout college and remember them from high school. And I was like, wow, I can't believe I've allowed myself to paint that picture of myself as just being a blacked out drunk individual that just kind of gets out of hand. I don't have a drinking problem. I have a problem when I drink. Let me say that one more time. I don't have a drinking problem. I just have a problem when I drink. and understanding how to have your composure, how to know your limits, and how to moderately control yourself. Because a lot of times we end up putting ourselves in situations where we don't know how to handle it. And at the end of the day, long story short, it got me to realize who I've allowed myself to look like, to be my perception to others. And yeah, it's true, it doesn't matter what other people think about you, but if you continue to make yourself look like this imbecile, fool, irresponsible drunk, what do you expect? You know what I mean? So I know I just had to reflect on that. And then not too long ago, June 23rd, I believe, on a Tuesday, 26th Thursday, 25 Wednesday, 24th. June 24th, Tuesday before the weekend concert, I went out with my pops. I was off the whole week of work, and I went out for lunch with him after the gym, and I ended up ordering me a michelada, which was fine. But then I got carried away and excited, and I saw this adios getting delivered down to the next table, and I said I need me one of those as well. And tell me why I lost it all day. I drank and completely imbecile I made myself look like, because at the end of the day I ended up disrespecting my dad, making myself look like an idiot, and just kind of throwing my vacation day away, because the next day I was in regret, in the dark, on my couch for an entire day, just recovering. A hangover was insane. And it's quite unfortunate that I put myself through those situations and circumstances as a 34-year-old. You know, it's my first biggest mistake as a 34-year-old, and I gotta reflect on it, because it's not what I wanted. Luckily, it allowed me to not want to get that carried away at the concert, which I didn't, because the last time I saw The Weeknd first concert, I did get carried away and I overdrank. But back to square one. Yeah, just understanding your drinking problems, your drinking habits, how to get into that, about loving yourself and reflecting and finding yourself. So that's one thing that I'm practicing right now very heavily, on finding myself, finding a purpose, finding an ideal perception that I'll be proud of to represent myself. And it's like meeting somebody like, hey, this is who I am. And if you were able to just present them, this is my garage, this is my backpack, this is my car, this is my life, my room, my closet, would you be proud of it? You know, would you be ashamed of anything that you're like, oh, well, I haven't cleaned my room, I haven't done my laundry, or I haven't washed my dishes, you know what I mean? Little things like that. And be ready, be show ready every day. So yeah, but once again, just kind of, you know, winding it back, just doing a little check-in real quick. I'm excited for the week. We're about to start the second half of the month, and just trying to make sure I'm on the right momentum by meal prepping a little bit. I'll probably just do some oats. The last oats I had, my daughter made it for me. I can't wait to see her. I'll see her on Wednesday. And yeah, just a little bit of oats and protein oats. I'll do full cup. Oh, look at that, right on the money. Nope, it's a little low. But yeah, oats are healthy. They help you with your like diabetes, and it's good carbs, and just overall, oats are very underestimated on the benefit nutrients they carry on helping you with your, I think your blood sugar. So just a little bit of everything. That's a cup right there. Pour it right here, and then obviously my milk with let me lower this down because I don't want it to trigger it on YouTube. What Where's my belt? No way, it's outside. But yeah, I had a good day. Spent with the family. You can see my face is a little tomatoey. I didn't put any sunblock on my face. Totally forgot. I sprayed my whole body twice before leaving and as a arrival. And I didn't spray my face, so here I am looking like a tomato man. I don't know how long that's been. It's 9:20 already. And just want to say I'm getting the ball rolling. I'm gonna make these protein oats. About to jump on the treadmill for about 10 minutes. Hopefully my watch is back on. Actually, let's go check out my watch, see how it's doing. But 10 minutes right here. So yeah, I'll put this to upload. Oh man, what is going on? My watch is tripping. I think I might need a new one. But yeah, goodbye watch. Hopefully not dead. But yeah, I'll be very, very upset if it is. So you guys take care of my love. Check in with you guys soon.